Worldwide collaboration. This is Day to Day Podcast with Hosh and King David.
Worldwide is not a group, but a family. So my people.
Worldwide collaboration. This is Day to Day Podcast with Hosh and King David.
Worldwide is not a group, but a family. So my people.
This is Day to Day Podcast with Hosh and King David.
Worldwide is not a group, but a family. So my people.
Worldwide collaboration. This is Day to Day Podcast with Hosh.
From a past life, you got me open. You know every curve in my mind. Old school, you way past your time. Pull up to your spot and just vibe. My lover and my friend, do you believe me when I say you got me needy, Ben? I think I've fallen in. Now get me high like marijuana. Respect you like my father. If I bless you with a nana, you better not tell nada. Don't need no mentions, just your attention. You do it better, let me go never. Somebody say feel sexual, get sweater when you feed my mind. Tell me that the shit's all mine. You do it better. It's whatever. Come be with me. What's blind now I see is you. I want more than just a sneaky link. How about forever, baby? What you think? Laid eyes on you and then I saw my dreams. You saw your body, everything between. Speak to my heart, boy. I love to feel your face by me, skin. Heal just to let your love in. Only you forgive me, good love. My lover and my friend, do you believe me when I say you got me needy, Ben? I think I've fallen in. Now get me high like marijuana. Respect you like my father. If I bless you with a nana, you better not tell nada. Don't need no mentions, just your attention. You do it better. Let me go never. Give me back shots in my back pots. Make the clock stop. Simmer, let's lie. Oh, na 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 na.
It reflect on the brand's integrity.
What she said.
Disclaimer.
Mm-hmm. Disclaimer.
That was very demure.
Thank you so
yes,
much.
you did such a great job. So I'm gonna need your voice on it, and I'm gonna do a voiceover.
Okay.
So I had it and I messed it up, So that's why I didn't do that. I just did this for now.
Okay.
But we're gonna have this one and the voiceover.
Okay.
So disclaimer.
That's cool.
What's up with my peoples, y'all?
Okay.
Yes. Well, good evening, y'all. Welcome everybody to Women Wednesdays. Yes. You almost made me get up and boom, 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 boom on that, on some of that reggae shit. You hear me? So yeah. So I hate when they do that at the reggae boat rides. When they had the horns and this shit be all shut the fuck up. Get that shit up. I know a couple people that's sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't like it. But anyway, but yeah. So I got my girls, my panel, y'all. This is my panel that I love.
As we do
so much. Yes. These are I like when I say this is I think that I picked very well. Let's just say that. Yes.
Oh, we can.
Go ahead.
One more time for the one time. Dominique, Juanita, Miss Jerk Chicken Taco.
Miss Jerk Chicken Taco.
Yes, ma'am. Flavor right. All day.
Y'all know me, Miss Next to Happen, Miss Marketing Guru, Miss All About Everybody, Tasha, aka Magnet. I mean,
yes.
You don't get no better than that. All right. Well, I'm Wiggins Johnson. Make it happen.
What's your real name?
Wiggins Johnson. Make it happen. Got golden hands. Yes.
Right. I'm Elle, or Yolanda, but everybody call me Elle, and if you know, you know.
She said, if you know, you know.
The smoothness.
And yes, I'm Hosh Gray. Let's go.
All right. Well, you know what? I want to point out to to everyone. If you got a mortgage, you make sure you be on those banks' tails, okay? And when y'all pay y'all bills, y'all make sure on the money orders and those checks, you put the month that you're paying. Even when you're renting, do the same thing, especially when us going into our next 4 years. Okay, so be on your money and make sure they don't play you. All righty then.
Amen to that.
Because these mortgage companies be paying around.
Right.
They ain't gonna play with me, because
honey, I had to get in U.S. Bank's tail today. Boy, I was thumping hard. Maybe it's a language barrier.
But you got it handled though, right? You got it handled. You got it handled.
Girl, what you say? Send me out another statement, because this statement don't reflect what it's supposed to reflect. But okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to get
out there. You had to throw that out there.
Just a little knowledge, just a little knowledge.
All right, so did we figure out what we was going to discuss from the group or no?
Well,
I thought it was boundaries.
We're touching boundaries. I like to ask my questions before the men do theirs, and then before we start the topic. That's all. I had asked my cousin to look, but we was.
I did look, and I seen what's close to the boundaries was submission. And I know
let's discuss that though.
Touched on submission, but I don't think people really understand what submission is.
I don't think men understand it. Right?
Women don't either.
Okay.
So let's get a definition.
Okay, who doing the definition? Cause
you.
Why me? Because I'm doing mad shit.
My phone is charged.
She got 2 of them. She got 2 of them.
Flavor said she gonna do it.
She got 3 phones.
Flavor.
What's up?
We got flavor.
Hey.
We got that flavor on them tacos.
You came to see me yesterday.
I sure did.
Yes.
I came with my shirt.
Flavor's a good name.
I was like, sure.
It's flavor.
Girl.
Real quick before she look it up, y'all. I'm inviting my day-to-day group and podcast to the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. We gonna do it big up here on Let's Talk About It on Fridays. We most definitely gonna do the fight up here. Okay. Bring something BYOB. Bring something. It could be chips and dip. It could be cake. It could be whatever. Just bring something to contribute. Huh?
When is it? The Mike Tyson fight?
Friday. Because we do Let's Talk About It Fridays.
Okay.
And up here.
In 2 days?
Yeah. I sent you the invite. You better figure that shit out. Don't even tell me nothing. Oh, okay, that's okay. You don't have to be here. That's too bad. You ain't gonna make it.
You can't do everything.
You ain't gonna make it. But we're gonna I want to get my Men Monday group, my Women Wednesdays group. Let's talk about it group, and we're gonna have our own little fight party.
Okay.
Yeah. If y'all okay with that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's be.
BYO bring some up here, y'all. Oh, and I'm gonna have to start posting my birthday party because on December 21st, I am having a paint, sip, and laugh. I'm gonna put my flyer up next week, y'all, or Friday. I'll put it up Friday. But everybody is invited. It's all about respect, love, and us chilling and kicking it. At the end of the day, this is my last year in my 40s, y'all. So I'm celebrating that. And I want to celebrate with everybody. It's free parking, free food, and free admission. But you do have to pay for your canvases, at least $5 because it's my birthday. I'm gonna need something.
Exactly.
I ain't wearing no pen, so you're gonna pay for the canvases. So anyway, that's just how we doing it. And I'm only charging $5, so that's free too. So at the end of the day, put an extra 5, an extra 20. Yeah. And yeah.
20
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing. So let's go. So what we talking about? What's the definition?
You got the definition?
I do have the definition.
Okay, read
Okay.
And it's of submission, correct?
Yeah,
Submissive.
Submissive. Oh, I'm so sorry. So you have submissive. I had
Okay, so
Because submission is something different.
yeah, girl, it looked kind of crazy.
submissive.
Submissive.
That's another show. That's
It's
another
an
show.
adjective. It says ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive, a submissive, almost sheep-like people. That's what the definition is.
Oh.
Huh?
Can I just
Sheep like what? Sheep?
It says ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive. Example was a submissive, almost sheep-like people.
Sheep. I need that definition.
Sheep-like?
Yeah.
Sheep like follower.
Yeah.
Sheep like is like.
Who ever been a follower?
Well, if you're submissive.
Well, if you're submissive,
Oh, you saying you following the man?
yeah. Or any, person of
Whatever
this
you're
is-
submissive to. Yeah.
But see, this is where everybody getting it mixed up. Back in the days when a woman had to be submissive, she had to. It was because she couldn't
Why?
purchase,
Say
she
that.
couldn't work,
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't go and do anything without her husband
I'm so glad you elaborated
or her
on that.
father.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because if she was a single woman, she had to get her father,
Mm.
her husband,
Permission.
because her father released her to that man
Mm-hmm.
to do what she needed them to do. Now we're in the nowadays. The nowadays means I'm working just as much as you're working.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to sit at this table and we're going to figure some shit out. And then I can sit back and say, okay, baby, execute.
I need to say this. If I'm a woman and this is a man and he not rich, I'm not rich,
Mm-hmm.
right? I can't be submissive like that because we trying to build together. We trying to be rich, and I'm gonna say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
People scared to say they want to be rich. I'm gonna be rich, not want to be. So rewind now. I'm about to get on this mic, boy. I feel like, boy,
You got bars.
yeah, I got bars. But anyway, we're not trying or gonna want to be. We gonna be rich. So at the end of the day, we have to work together to build it. So if both is working and doing what they need to do and building their businesses and stuff like that, there's no way that the man should have he should have to do everything on this side, and a woman's supposed to do all of this on this side and still be submissive.
Exactly.
Unless he rich. Now, let me.
But back in the day, it wasn't an option because it wasn't even a question.
Can I finish real quick? Not the
Absolutely.
magnet, not the. If he's rich, right, and I got my Excel sheet, because you gotta have something for a motherfucker to send to him. still. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if I got my shit together where he's rich, but I still need me as a woman, I'm gonna say, okay, baby, we got. I'm doing certain shit behind the scenes and taking care of the kids, doing a million things still. Regardless if you submissive, regardless of anything, you're still a woman, and you're still gonna have a lot of shit that you gotta do for this male. If you're not submissive, or if you're working or whatever the situation, at the end of the day, fuck what y'all talking about. Because I'm gonna respect my husband like he respect me. If you don't respect me, I'm not gonna respect you. So at the end of the day, it's about respect. It ain't about no submissive nothing. Because nowadays, you ninjas don't get no submission, because y'all don't even. It's y'all the ones that ain't got no money,
It's the
ain't
ones
barely
that
driving a car,
right.
and shit like that. That want a woman to be submissive. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Viewer discretion advised. Fuck out of here with that.
Get a pot.
Because a woman, because just know exactly, just.
And
just
if you don't got that,
just know a woman know how to respect her man.
Yeah,
I know how to respect my man. So at the end of the day, I know how to handle my man. I know how to take care of my man, even if I'm working and got my own career. Because at the end of the day, I'm one of them women that I have a career. I have different shit. So yes, I'm gonna continue to do it. That don't make me not submissive, because I got shit going on. He got shit going on. Like, and I'm gonna say this: we work and we pay bills the way we work, and we work the way we pay the fuck bills. So at the end of the day, fuck all that submissive shit. I'm be submissive if I want to. But at the end of the day, people don't understand the meaning of it. Submissive is a woman take care of her man, loving her man, respecting her man, doing the things that a woman should do. But at the end of the day, he should do the same thing, vice versa. Especially if y'all both doing what y'all supposed to do. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man being submissive to his woman. What's the problem? Like, the ones that don't want to be submissive is the weak ones, because they think that they own shit, but they the main ones. They got nothing. They ain't got nothing. They ain't driving no cars. They fucking around on their girl, and they ain't got shit. They driving all her shit purple out here, making it seem like it's theirs. Stop it. But anyway, I start talking about something else. I start going in because people is a mess, especially men.
Submissive wasn't even a topic, because and we always keep going, and that's just part of life. Comparison the old with the new, and bringing in trends and traditions. And every woman was submissive too, because they, like you said, they didn't have a choice, they didn't have a vote. And if the man is in the position where he's taking care of everything, that's where it kind of trickles in today's society. Where if you do have a man that is providing all of the needs, then he may feel, and I'm just giving my personal opinion, he may feel like you don't have the right to voice your opinion, because I am taking care of everything. But as you stated, to veggie back off of what you were saying. Veggie back off of that. That is
Tamar, that's your word, Tamar. Tamar, I gotta give you your props. Tamar Tafari, that's her thing. Remember, she was up here like veggie back, because we don't say piggy back.
Right. And that's the thing, like, and so today's society, like you said, we're both bringing things to the table. We're both being, breadwinners if we can do it, and then that's so we can submit to each other. Because as you said, no, there's nothing wrong with a man being submissive to his wife as well. Like, you listen to me like I listen to you, but in most cases, you just don't have that right now, because people are still operating off of the old and not even living in the new and not even understanding. People don't even take the time to look up a word to see what it is. They just hear something, or they see something, or they get a glimpse or idea of what they think it is, and they just run with it. Educate yourself first before you start throwing these words out.
Exactly. And I work for my husband, and the situation with me and my husband, like, just not to throw our shit out, he make more than me. He don't work for nobody. He work for himself. And I work for him. But at the end of the day, I still do what I do. I still do mass other shit. And so we respect that when it comes to each other. And my husband could say, like, oh, my wife take care of me. She makes sure I'm good, because I do. At the end of the day, with all the extra hats that I wear, I still make sure that he good.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And he feel like he's supposed to feel, because he is the man of the house.
Right. I just don't understand the whole being submissive thing. Like, as long as you love one another, as long as you respect one another, as long as you know what I'm saying, are emotionally available and able to, communicate all the things that you do when you're in a relationship, why does one have to be passive, or why do I have to change like who I am? You met me, you know me. Now why is it all of a sudden that I have to, I respect you.
Mhm.
I thought that was just the biggest thing, that I need to respect you. I have an opinion. I'm going to voice my opinion. You should want me to voice my opinion. You should want my input.
Is
So
submission, homemaker, and being quiet like all used interchangeably? Like in some people's head, because at the end of the day, like submitting for me doesn't necessarily mean like that you at home cooking and cleaning
Right.
after you get home from work, or that you have to shut up and be quiet because you're submissive. Like sometimes I think being submissive is more so being able to trust your mate to not necessarily make the decisions, but at least trust them enough to say, hey, I believe in, I'm not gonna let you run me into a wall, but at the same time, like maybe I look at you or hold you to such a place to where maybe I think that you're more capable of making decisions in some aspects than I am, and submitting back and forth, like I said, like
yes, it's a give and take situation.
Absolutely.
Everybody
So,
has their own
I think
song.
like these, like she was saying, like these broke guys think being submissive means I got to come home and cater to you,
And that's what they want.
Spoil you, and you get to come home. We both work 40 hours. You get to come home and put your feet up and grab your beer while I deal with the kids, cook the food, clean the kitchen, then come and lay next to you, and you want me to
Rub your ego.
Turn on like, oh,
You say rub
So I think it's the wrong idea. Like, it's the wrong
they
idea.
get the wrong definition.
It's the big deal.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad she read it. Like, and I'm glad that there's something that we done started. It was a read the definition because we need to know exactly what it
All
is.
praise to the dictionary.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
So I think they have the definition.
Yeah,
Wrong.
right.
What they think it is. It's
You
not
got to remember
really
they slow.
what it
And they got their mindset.
I ain't trying to be not to say. Can I say not to say that?
They thinking of their grandmothers, how they were submitted.
Yeah, you know.
But if that's the case, then they need to be like the granddaddy.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they're not. So,
They
But
always
then
like,
I don't think
that category when they're not putting themselves in.
I don't think
that
they really
category.
watch grandma and granddaddy
Yeah, no, they
because
want
grandma really wasn't submissive.
Period.
She was running the house.
She was running. Granddaddy went to work and granddaddy came home and said, "He go to check, baby.
There you go.
Do what you need to do. Can I get 10 out of it?"
And and just being a lady, like, just being a lady, because grandmothers were lady, like I'm, the demureness of it all. Like, you know what, I'm not gonna argue with you right now, but you best believe, Mr. Wilson, when you bring in this house, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a rarity. Jay Bird say, hey cousins, but it's a rarity, like where I find people who tell me like they never seen their parents. They never seen their parents argue, or they never seen their grandparents argue. Me, stop. Everything is out the open with me. Y'all already know. But that's like, I wish I would have had that self-control, because I had to think about it. Like, my grandmother was extremely stern. My God. And my granddaddy had a stroke, but at the end of and he couldn't speak. But at the end of the day, she was always respectful of my granddaddy, even though he couldn't verbalize. It was like he just gave her a certain look, and she knew. But then he knew when she came in that room, and she gave him. He sat back down in that chair, and he waited on her. So it's like, it's a rarity, like, to see that.
It works hand in hand.
Yeah, I seen on this movie. It's called My Big Fat Greek Wedding, right?
Uh-huh.
And I watched it. It's some weird.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's funny. But one thing that she said, and I'm glad I watched this movie as a younger girl growing up. Is the man is the head of the household, but the woman is the neck to make it move whichever way she wants it to move.
Mhm.
Being in your femininity has more control than you being in a masculine and trying to really go up and fight with this man. Like that feminine energy, and once you tap into it, hunty. It is. And like you said, grandpa was coming home handing grandma the check.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't doing nothing because she was in her femininity, probably because She ain't have to go out here and be mad. I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
He didn't give her a hard life.
And he didn't give her a hard life.
And
You know what I'm
if he
saying?
had a whole little family,
Because
I never knew about it.
I will tell you one thing. It is so hard to come home after going out there playing politics. Because that's what we're doing.
Right.
We playing politics. We're knowing when to bite our tongue, when to get forceful, when to, turn the other cheek.
That code switch be serious.
And when you come home, just like it's hard for the man to turn off, it's hard for the woman to turn off. Especially if a woman working in, the what you want to say, the corporate world. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get out, the corporate world. That's where you really got to pay politics.
Yeah, and it's harder for us anyway because at the end of the day, we keep getting ragged on again when we go back to our podcast about Black women being unprotected. And it can go for all women at the end of the day. So I'm not discriminating against anything, but as a Black woman, we're already emotional. We're already here. We're already there. And it's like, we got to bottle up everything all the time. So yeah, like you said, it's hard to kind of just be like, oh my God, I'll go back home. I'll take my wig off. No, even though I take my wig off, I still, with ninjas, whatever, I still have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Rub my feet.
It's kind of the flip side where, as we spoke on about it with the men, how they be out here and they be spent when they come home. So that we don't, we don't get the kaka kiki and all that. We get the grumpy guts. You know what I'm saying? While you was just able to, although you was probably just, they was probably just code switching, and but for us, it'd be the same situation.
Right.
I'm tired. I've been smiling in these honkies' face all day.
Right.
No, it don't matter what nationality they is. I'm working for somebody else right now. So at the end of the day, certain shit happen.
I'm moving to there too.
So it don't matter what nobody race is. It don't matter about none of that. I'm working for other people. I'm working for other people. So if I'm working for other people and certain things happen, it could be me. It could be my own people. It could be anybody. I feel like men need to stop using it as an excuse to be mean to their women.
Right.
That's my point. Quit using your excuse so you having a bad day, motherfucker day at work to have an excuse. Because if I'm working too, or if I'm with the kids,
that's a job too.
This is what baby. I might have a bad day, but I try my best not to take it out on you. So don't take it the fuck out on me. Because if you do, then it's gonna be petty motherfucker LaBelle.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Fuck out of here.
We can be in a grocery store, and then a mother cashier having a bad day. Now we just in there trying to get groceries for the man and the kids.
I'm not making that as no excuse. Don't never.
What I'm saying, it's like damn. So then we got an attitude with them, and now we gotta go home like, you know what? I was cool, but that was the shit that's on the top.
Petty LaBelle.
Then I gotta go in the house, and then here you come in my neck, and it's like, but I'm supposed to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
But realistically, realistically, we don't always. We have bad days too.
We do.
That's what I just said.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't hear what I said to
I heard you.
You got the purple lipstick on too.
What I'm saying is we have bad days too, and we're not always able to reel that in.
Yeah.
We're not always able, so we definitely,
And
our snap is serious.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we snap so.
My son, you know what? I got a point. My son said,
your neck
when
coming out.
Young, he was like, Mom, you always snap it. I said, well, your ass always fucking up. Right. When you see that I'm having a bad day and I'm breathing, my nose spread it, go run and hide.
All I'm
but
gonna say is like
you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
They don't get all the clues all the
Exactly.
time. You know what I'm saying? They don't
get it.
They don't get the clues.
But we supposed to though.
But
so wait a minute.
This is why I like conversations
Double standard.
like this are invaluable because as women we can, we have a
Double
platform
standard.
now where we're speaking out and we have people watching us as women and we're all professional and we all come from a story, honey. Everybody got a testimony.
I can write a book.
But at the end of the day, we are here to, have a conversation so that you can learn from us and we can learn from you vice versa because if we gonna stop it, it has to stop and it has to start somewhere. People just gotta be willing to put their pride aside, lay down your ego, and just come together at the end of the day. And if you want to stay stuck and stagnant and complacent, look those words up: stuck, stagnant and complacent, then so be it. But for the masses that's trying to move forward and do something different, that's what we're here for. We're here for each other.
What you said, I love that. I love.
Shimmy,
Okay,
shimmy to that.
so wait a minute. No, we about to do the clapping hands for that. Clap it up, Chris, please, because we appreciate what you said. Like that is what you said. That's thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Chris, we needed to clap for that because that is a major factor. And Wow, don't get her head big.
No, that was the answer. That was the answer. Okay.
Hey, nah, that's live though.
Look, and look.
Yeah.
And it's the round. And it's the round.
Okay, so I want to play this clip. I don't know, Chris. I don't know if everybody gonna be seeing this a lag up there, so don't pay that no attention. But y'all should be to see this because we want to get into the topic, which is boundaries part 2. We coming off of Men Mondays. So these are a few boundaries that I want to I'm going to talk about, like no disrespect, name calling, emotional manipulation. That is a big one.
Monday was a good one.
No drinks, first dates, only restaurants, activities that demonstrate effort has been put in.
What's the boundary?
These are boundaries like that people can set, not you specifically, just boundaries. This ain't no calls, texting after 11 p.m. That's when guys get weird. That's just, but everybody different, right? This is not just for
this balance.
like one particular person. This is just, and it's a good boundaries to have as a woman in dating world. Basically, just saying that's a good boundary to have. Don't inbox me at a certain time.
Go the other way.
No, I can't go that way. It was in. It say no spending the night before X number of dates you decided, but I recommend only after you're official. No excusing your boundaries for anyone, no matter who they are and how attractive you find them. This is just some stuff I wanted to put out there before we get into the topic. Because everybody should have boundaries. Right?
My problem is
men and women
at the onset of the relationship, I do have boundaries. But once you get me going, I just let everything fly.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
explain yourself.
Okay. Disclaimer. I feel like I would take a man through such a rigorous process of being able to even get that close to me. By the time I allow him to get that close to me, all of my boundaries are gone. Now, I'm not saying that has worked. That has not necessarily worked because I think men really, sometimes they get in there, they get comfortable and they forget. Like,
once they get that pull, they gonna forget.
Like
baby.
they forget. Like, dude, like you went through all of this to get me and now you really just gonna sit here on your ass and do nothing with me? Like, are you for real? So it hasn't worked. So I still need to keep the boundaries up because I definitely turn into, can I please help you, from no, you can't even talk to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You become
like,
a real
I want
giver.
to because the guard is up when you meet me. And it's like, it's going to take a minute for you to meet my friends. It's going to take a minute for you to meet my family. It's going to take a minute for me to go out with you. No, you can't call me late at night. No, we not going to your house. Or you're going to have to date me. And you have to take me out. Like, it's going to be a while. Like,
can I say this?
To hear from men is I've been trying to get at you for years. Yes, I know. Like, I know.
I feel that even as a woman, if you're married to a man, you should still have boundaries when it comes to a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're dating. It doesn't matter if y'all get serious and y'all in relationships. You should always have a boundary when it comes to certain things. Like, for instance, example, if I'm with my husband, right, and we're out and about and something happened, don't address me aggressively in front of a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
It's boundaries, right? We could discuss that. We married, we together. We'll discuss that when we get in a whip or to the crib, right?
Mhm.
Now the vibe might be off amongst me and you, but we still have to respect one another because at the end of the day, and have communication, respect and communication.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, we know just what happened or something happened that you might not have liked or you or whatever, but let's discuss it amongst each other. Don't talk shit to me in front of mass people and aggressively. Like that's a problem. That's boundaries. That's a boundary that you cannot cross. And that go for women too when it comes to their man, right?
Mhm.
I done been out to spots where a woman seen a man looking at her. He was looking too hard because you shouldn't be disrespectful. You should still look and do what the fuck you do, but it's boundaries to that, right?
Right.
So don't but she shouldn't be watching everything the fuck he doing either. Do you, girl? Stop.
Right.
You feel me? That women need to quit watching every little
But
thing.
sometimes we gotta say that they're not watching it. He might have been so
out
there that it was noticeable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if he's doing that, then
But she still could address him when they got home.
you could address that shit when you get in the car or to the house. Don't
Yeah,
confront
let's go to the
him.
bathroom.
Right. Not even that. I can't, I can't do it right now. I'll holler at you, right? But men that really love a woman though,
They
just
gonna
like
disrespect
vice
them like that.
versa, they not gonna do that. And that
Mhm.
go for women too when it comes to other men. You gotta have boundaries when it comes to that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So vice versa, everybody different. Everybody don't have respect for each other, don't have communication and relationships, and don't have boundaries. Some people don't have boundaries. Dominique Flavor, she said she don't got none once she introduced and y'all doing what the fuck y'all doing. She don't got no boundaries. But at the end of the day, you have to have boundaries if you married, if you dating, if you with somebody, period. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a problem and they're gonna take advantage, and it don't matter who the
They
fuck it
definitely
is.
do. They
It
definitely
don't matter who the fuck it is. So at the end of the day, everybody has to have boundaries. Like I'm one of them people, I have boundaries. Like you're not gonna never come at me like that. And we're gonna talk about it, but people gotta know how to know when to talk about it. Especially if they together, because that's how it's gonna be an issue if you don't know how to talk about it and when to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's times and places to talk about some shit.
And that's true. And the sad part about it, because me, always disclaimer testimony. I don't have no. I always want to say I have boundaries, and I always want to say that I think I got my stuff together, but I don't, because for me, like I've always been in longevity relationships. Like anytime I meet somebody and I get with them, I've been with them for years. You know what I'm saying? And so when I meet somebody, I'm always just instantly all available, and it's like, okay, they meet me, and they make me feel good, because I don't feel good about myself now, and that's why that was the old me. The new me is different. Okay. That what I was talking about.
I was about to let you have it.
That's the old.
Okay,
Because at the end of the
okay.
day,
Girl, it's been a work in
Revise
progress.
that.
yeah, because like I said, because anything I'm going to tell you now, anything I'm sharing is who I was, where I was,
Okay.
and things that I'm still getting through,
Good to know.
because I'm not going through everything. And it was like, I'm just like a person who's never been alone. Even when it came to just me being a mother, I've always been around my kids. I've always been around someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, willing to succumb to accepting whatever relationship I can get, just for the sake of saying I had a relationship, not understanding that I was valuable and that I deserve more. And I always, I could be, y'all call it what it is. It takes my best friend and my family, my daughters, they stay on me about that. They stay on me about that. Like, no. We don't want to meet nobody. We don't even give a fuck. How they feel about you type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so boundaries for me were just like, it was nothing. It wasn't important. It wasn't something that I considered. It was nothing that I even thought about. But it made me cringe when I found out that what I was showing my daughters all these things that I just didn't think that they were paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I was keeping them away from a lot, but they was picking up on everything. And so, I have 5 girls, and I have some daughters that they boundaries is on lock.
Okay. And can't nobody get past them boundaries. And that is the help of my growth. That's the help of seeing my best friend. That's the help of just listening to other women. You know what I'm saying? And I have other daughters that are suffering like I was suffering, and I want to help them through that.
Mhm.
So, it's just different for everybody, but doesn't make it nobody right, doesn't make nobody wrong, and nobody should be judged for that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, like I think me and Todd have been like a super blessing for each other, because it's sometimes you need that person in your life to be like, no, you might not see it, but I see it, and I know that you are worth more than that.
Right.
You more valuable than that, and it's unfortunate. Like, that's the one thing that there's a lot of younger girls, her daughters, my cousins, nieces that are coming up under me. I feel like as a young Black girl, I did not know my worth to be more than what was between my legs at a long time, or my physical. I didn't value my mind. I didn't value my spirit. I didn't know, what my worth was. And so with a lot of young women coming up, I think that's like my main goal, to make sure that they know how valuable and precious that they are. And like I said, like, know your worth and charge motherfuckers tax.
Right.
Can I ask this though?
Yeah.
So did y'all have mothers to teach y'all that, or nobody? Or
You know what?
nobody
Me and
had
my mom
mothers?
talked about this.
Okay, I'm saying like how.
Yeah.
No, like my question is like, as a woman, right?
Mhm.
How do you not know your worth if you have a mother that's you're following?
It's not a
Wait.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm about to answer your question, because I totally get it, because I was upset with her, and I'm like, why you didn't teach me this? Why you didn't tell me this? And she like, shit, I still don't know. Me and my mom have conversations about her relationships and how people should treat her, and how she should stand up for herself more, and how she shouldn't take this and she shouldn't take that. So she couldn't give that to me. She couldn't give that to me because she was a very young mother. Her mother was a very young mother. My grandmother had her first child when she was 14 years old. And, back in the day, when you have a child, you get married. At 14 years old, she was married and moved away with her husband. So she didn't have that. She turned into a woman at 14. So she didn't teach her daughter, who didn't teach her daughter, who didn't teach me.
She didn't turn into a woman. She was just a baby having a child.
In a marriage, out of town, with this man on a fucking, all places, a military base. Like, you know what I'm saying? 14-year-old man.
How old was he?
Girl, back in the day.
Back in the day, it didn't matter how old he was.
I think he was probably like 19, 20 or something like that.
But it still didn't matter back in the day.
Yeah, she was 14 years old.
So it was great.
Because if you got my daughter pregnant, you gonna marry her, and the parents signed for them to get married. That's how it was.
So me and my mama definitely had that conversation.
Right.
Because I asked her, like, girl, you didn't teach me too much of nothing. I had to learn through trial and error. But she like, shit, I'm learning from you.
So what about the boundaries with the children?
Well, my mother worked. She worked a lot. We lived in a single parent household, and my mother was present a lot. Me and my mother, our thing was, shopping, going out to eat, and things of that nature. And my mother was with my stepfather when I think they got married when I was 5 years old. And my mother was in a relationship that, was tumultuous. At the end of the day, it was some of that submissive type stuff. So that's what I personally grew up witnessing. And, there was no conversation to be had between me and my mother because we just didn't conversate. She was busy working. I was a geek, Now, she became a different mother when my sister was born. And for lack of better words, I can't say she became a better mother. She was just a different mother because I was the same way. I have a set of kids where I was younger, and then I started working. Now I had a different set of kids. So I was two different parents. And I don't, so she was there. And we don't conversate, like we don't talk. That was the thing about our family. We didn't teach communication. Like my sons, that's when they say don't have no regrets. That's my biggest regrets of not allowing my sons to express. Because now to this day, 32 and 26, they can't. They don't even know how to express. So we just not a vocal family because even though when my daughters come and talk to me about certain things, even though I am growing, I still shun them away about certain things. Like, man, you girl back, you don't ask me shit. I send them straight to best friend, or talk to whoever else you've been talking to. Don't, because I didn't get that.
Because you didn't,
Yeah, so I don't know how to give it, because like it's so funny to me. Like, it's easier for me to hug a stranger than it is for me to even hug my children.
Really?
It's nuts.
It's
crazy.
But it's
when
true.
I first met her, she used to hug me all the time. Now if I go try to give her a hug, it's oh my god. I'm like, that's your love language.
She ain't even want no. She ain't even. Yeah, that's what make you better, and that's what make your life. Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, and I hug the hell out of my grandkids now. They hug me all day. But at the end of the day, like that's how she feels. No, we don't do that. Yeah, that's what she said. She said that's how I know you love me for real. Because now you won't let me hug you. Yeah. Because if you
weird
hug
as shit, right?
Because it's like,
so wait a minute.
Weird as shit, right?
Let me ask this question to my panel. Let me ask this question to my panel, right?
Yeah.
As raising, she sure is, as coming up as women. Here, no, you gonna have to tell David to come and do it. As being women
15-minute intervention.
and your children, we can, and your children, or your mothers watching them. Do you ladies feel that your mother had boundaries as far as what you seen as a woman, like raising up with y'all mothers? Did y'all feel that y'all mothers had boundaries as a kid watching her? I just want to know. Because can I say mine real quick? My mama had a lot of them. That's all I'm gonna say.
My mama had a whole lot of boundaries.
My mama did too.
I'm not cross them because sometimes I was.
Are you
not understanding?
As
the child watching the mother and knowing certain things once we become ladies and as we raised up with our parents and our mom and our dad. Have you guys seen certain boundaries that you felt like, oh yeah, as I'm growing up, yeah, that's a good boundary.
My
that's a
boundary
good.
was that my mom
like,
didn't have a lot of traffic.
Goldie
my
had a
mom
lot.
never.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I want to know. I want to know.
I've seen my mom with men. Like, she didn't have men in her house. Them men have to, and that's probably where my boundary come from with men. But I don't.
You're gonna be on camera
to anybody. I don't be with men. Men don't come meet my family. I don't bring them around because when I was younger, my mom did not introduce us to any men. Like if this man was not who she thought was,
so she had boundaries though. That's what I'm asking.
This man, that's the boundary. I think that's, and I'm glad you said that because that is something that I carry with me. Until my mama thought that this was the man who was going to be her husband, he was probably going to be moving in tomorrow, or we was going to be moving in with him tomorrow. I didn't meet this man. I didn't meet this man. I didn't know this man. Like, so I think that's why, like I was saying with y'all, like I don't really rock too hard with people like that when I first meet them. Like, it got to be a real deal, involved relationship before anybody else, or it has to be a long process. Because I never met any of the guys my mom dated until the ring was damn near on her finger.
And see it from my mom, and that's where I believe. Yeah, and that's why I believe that my longevity came with my relationship. Like, my mom was only with my stepfather up until she met my stepdad, and they was together for 18 years. And they endured a lot. My mother endured a lot. And so I saw my mother in just a long relationship that was steady. Now, for me, I've been on my own since I was 17 because I had my first child at 17. I had my first apartment. So me looking at what I saw growing up with my grandparents, looking at what I saw my mother being in a relationship, and then trying to blend in with the hood standards, because I wanted to be the cool girl, I wanted to be the house, because everybody just come over my house and kick it, we drink. I had the 8-ball MJG, I was the party house type stuff. I didn't understand how to be a parent. Hell, it's only me and my sister. My grandmother was the one that had the most kids in our family, so I was really just mimicking everything that I saw. I would look at women on TV and be like, okay, like Diana Carroll, Lena Horne, Captain Hepburn, like these women, Eartha Kitt. I'm like, okay, so I want to be like them in the hood, but I still want to be cool and I want to have a relationship. And so now I'm just, for lack of better words, I'm just kind of rotating because I'm looking.
So you didn't have your identity yet.
I did not. And at the end of the day, I've always said that, like, if I've been a mother since I've been 17, I'm 49, and I'm raising 7 kids and 17 grandkids, I still have been the same person. But I've been transitioning professionally, growth-wise, but my mental, like, I've never learned who Tasha Lene Stutson is or could be because I'm afraid of my own success. I block my own blessings. I block it because I'm like, if I am a nurturer now and I love the way I love and I untap my true potential, I know what it's like to be nasty. I know what it's like to be grimy. I could have been that person. Would that change me? And so I don't want to do that. So I stopped doing shit out of fear. And I,
so you made a choice to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are choices, because some
I'm
people
about to
are just nasty.
Yeah.
They choose to be nasty all day long.
Everything
Just
is a choice.
Attitude.
Yeah.
It's a choice. You have to choose to have certain energies around you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice. Period.
I was
Choice,
raised up with a lot of boundaries in my
Boundaries.
household.
It
You was
creates
raised by
who you
what?
become,
A lot of boundaries.
Yeah.
And I was the mama of my household. My mama was gone.
Yeah, we had a lot of boundaries growing up, and I think that's why I am the way I am, because when I do certain things and move a certain way, that was the purpose of me asking.
Mhm.
When I do certain things and move a certain way, I see my mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom see that too. She done told me like, you do the same,
Mhm.
So me watching my mom, I wound up not wanting to be like her.
Mm-hmm.
As a child. I never want to. You know
But
what I'm saying?
like
But as I grew as a woman and had children and grandkids, and I'm my mom,
Mhm.
and I noticed that. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to say that. Shout out to Tamar, Tamar. I love you, Ma. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of say that I noticed that I got a lot of my mama in me, and I remind myself of her. And I used to be a kid and say, I don't never want you. I can't stand her. She get on my nerves. Always. So, but I understand it. She has so many boundaries and so many rules. And it's still to this day she do. So it was just like, wow. So as I get older and raise my children and my grandkids and shit like that, I understand. I just want to tell you, Ma, I understand now.
And that's where I come from being with y'all.
Don't y'all think that creates structure?
Yeah,
it
and that's
does.
what I'm saying. And that's the thing too, like, and I'm only speaking to the mothers that are like me, because it's a lot like me. Like, we don't know. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I tell my best friend and my children all the time, even my ex-husband that I talk to now, because of the things I've allowed to happen to me. If you're gonna be consistent, be consistent. That shit matters. If you're telling your kids you're gonna do something, do it and do not falter on it. Because my house is still the fun house. My grandkids do not get away with not nowhere near the shit that my kids got away with. Because
Really?
I understand. Because
It'd be vice versa.
No, because at that time
I didn't
she
know.
was young.
Right.
She didn't know how to be a parent.
No, and now
But
it's
as being a grown
I get
woman,
it. I
now
get it.
it's her second chance.
Yeah.
Doing it with
and then
grandbaby.
seeing and listening to
I
y'all
get
tell
it.
me, hearing how important it is. Like, I was so afraid to put my kids out, feeling guilty for what I did to them in the past when we were home. But it's like, I keep hearing story after story. Like, the best thing my mama could have ever did was put me out. The best thing I could. And I'm like, and I need my best friend, because I know that I'm not strong enough to do it by myself. I know I can't, because that's gonna break me. I've always been with them. But that's why I'm saying the things that you learn now, they are so vital for you to teach someone. Because if you want to have some shit, put it in a book.
My grandkids can do anything. I'm different with my grandkids.
Oh, my grandkids can. No, now don't get it twisted. My grandkids rap.
She provides a nice structure for her.
Yes,
kids,
but what I'm saying,
Because I know
yeah,
you don't gotta talk for her.
But
I need the white flag for them.
I didn't believe
The best friend. The best friend.
live on.
What?
And Goldie didn't play.
I love
She said-
Goldie.
She said, the day you feel like you can't follow these rules is the day that you need to go out there and make it your way. And I tell my kids the same thing.
You sound like your mama. Okay, Goldie. Shout out to Goldie. I love you so much, Goldie. Just know, I didn't know you that well. I just knew of you, and I loved you from the first time I ever met you. I loved your vibe, your style, your everything. So I know how my cousin is because of how you are, and I love you. I respect it. That's all I got to say. I love you, Goldie. I don't know if you remember. Okay, so the men. Wait a minute. We need to bring the men in because they got the question for the ladies.
I do want
Tell
to
the
say
men.
something
Oh, wait a
about
minute.
picking our
Go ahead.
kids out
Go ahead,
quick.
real quick.
One thing,
Yeah.
because when I lived in California, my stepmother, she's Belizean, and so her family is Belizean. And Belize is in Central America, so they kind of have they speak like Jamaicans, but it's still Central America is like Spanish kind of. So
What the hell
one
you put on there,
thing
Chris?
that I the house, and they grow up and they have their own families and they still in the same house. I do truly believe like keeping your children at home until they are ready to go out. And a lot of times we sit here and we be like, oh, all them, they stay in the same house, this and the third, but that family is building wealth inside of their home.
Fuck them kids.
When they leave outside of the home, they gonna have enough money to go buy property. They probably ain't renting nowhere and start businesses and all of those things. So I totally 100% love to have that structure and not to kick your kids out. But what did your mama say? As soon as
Fuck
you
them
can't follow the
kids.
rules-
As soon as you can't follow the rules, you need to go out there and make it your way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck them
If
kids.
they follow the rules and be
Right.
at home and do what they need to do in order
Right.
for them to live productive lives, I'm
Because
definitely in agreement with them
That's
staying at
where
home.
people fail
But
to
as soon as
realize.
they start smelling themselves,
Hey,
around,
Dave.
they gotta go.
What's
where
up,
people
Dr.
fail to
Dave?
realize.
Yeah,
Is there an age?
Right.
it's their
Do you give them an age? What's the age that
Where they
you feel like
leave?
you would
Well, at the end of
allow
the day,
them to stay to get their shit together?
at the end of the day, like it should be
You should
continued.
be
Oh,
30.
I'm gonna read these
Oh my God.
comments.
I think
I'm gonna
it
read
should
some of
be
these
an age. You
comments.
start them young.
Mhm.
And I say, you know how we put our kids on our insurance up to
Mhm.
26?
Mhm.
They do that for a reason.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But
so I'm
you know what?
thinking
I think that
that around that age.
Right.
Don't take it down, Chris. I'm gonna read some comments.
I think I really truly
It's a
believe
mental.
that the government need to take that 18 away.
They do.
Because a whole bunch of these kids, and my kids is at
They're
fault
grown.
too, when they turn 18, something in their mind
Girl.
click in their head
That
and
they can
say,
run your house.
I'm grown.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna
Baby.
end this just from a just like she gave some education. I am
Keep that
and have
comment up,
been an
Chris.
enabler. I have been a hand holder. I used to fill out applications for my kids. I didn't teach my kids how to fill out applications. So therefore, I know exactly the reason why I'm going through what I'm going through.
Mm.
So those things are the things that I'm teaching anyone that is willing to listen to me. Instead of
Thank you,
taking
love.
the reign, show them. Because I didn't understand the difference between the two.
Mhm.
I just assumed that if I was to fill out the application and they got the job, it's like, because they got the call. And they're like, well, how did we get the call? Because I feel like, and I told them though, like, hey, I'm doing this for you. I did this resume. I sent this out because I didn't understand though. But if I would have set them down and gave them the tools and resources, that's what's important. Teach your kids the tools and resources so that you're not enabling them, so you're not handicapping them. And that's my thing. Like, so now, because it's like I'm throwing them out to the wolves, but it's like at the end of the day, I need my peace, my sanity, my heart. I need to now I'm setting boundaries for myself. And for my adult kids, they're adults now. And that's what I realized. It took me a moment to get there. They are
Fuck them adult kids.
So it's like at the end of the day, now you
We're
good.
clap for that.
Yeah, fuck them adult kids.
You get the clap now, Hush.
Yeah, fuck them adult kids. I love my kids with all my heart and soul.
And we'll move the
But
world.
at the end of the day, I got boundaries.
Right.
Yeah.
I got boundaries for these adult ass kids. Y'all can get on with it. Okay. let me
You
ask
had
a couple of these
you had boundaries
questions.
for all your kids. No matter how
Yeah, no. When they babies, you gotta set boundaries too when they babies so they can be raised up in the household without getting kicked and beat up. You feel me? Because I beat your little ass. What I said. Anyway, let me read a couple of these comments. That's the problem. But anyway, that's the next topic. God damn it. Okay, love and hip hop and them other nitwit shows are influencing these young girls and the young dudes. There's no positive role models that they watch on these shows. No, even cartoons though. So can I talk about this real quick? So I understand what you're saying stems back. This is Rooster Armedio. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I'm gonna say Rooster.
That's my brother.
Okay. I'm how you say it?
It's just Rooster. We don't even do the.
You hear what I just said? I'm gonna say Rooster, right?
Yep.
But I'm gonna need you to give me the definition of that Armedio shit, Armedio. But anyway, so at the end of the day, these are Mateo. Oh, that's beautiful. Rooster Armateo. So Mr. Armateo. Armateo. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. When it comes to the children, right? And the videos and all of that. That's adults too. It's just like the children, but it stems from the cartoons. But that's what people don't understand. It stems from the cartoons. Our children been watching cartoons that done had subliminal, sexual, fucked up ass messages in them for centuries.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. And I ain't gonna get into no preacher shit because I don't do that.
That's why I thought.
But I'm a moray and I'm a teacher for real. Okay? At the end of the day, y'all have to go back to these cartoons that y'all feel is so good to watch for these children to watch because it's cartoon. Cartoons got so many subliminal messages in them that you can't, man, I done watched some shit and been like, what? Because I done did seminars and been in shit that people let me see how these cartoons was as children. And that's how I, years ago, was like, wow. So at the end of the day, it don't just be hit love. That's what I was just trying to say, Rooster. I hate roosters. But anyway, can I say this? In Virgin Islands, they roosters wake you up and they be everywhere. But anyway, so at the end of the day, it's just not love and hip hop or the music. It's the cartoons that actually
it's all visual stimulus.
Yeah, it is, but it is absolutely. But that's all I was telling him. What my girl said, man. Els, my twin, what she said is not just about the hip hop, the music. That has a lot to do with it. It's even worse now than it was back then.
I feel like I started dancing and stripping and shit because.
Oh wait a minute, viewer discretion.
Oh my bad.
I'm weak.
Ain't no kids like in they is.
But look,
I just love this though. I was being silly because I love it.
Because of
Go
the
ahead.
music though, when I was like 16,
I love her.
17, I used to be listening to 8 Ball, MJG, and 3 6 Mafia,
And
it made me comfortable. It
But
made
no,
me comfortable.
yeah.
That was a lifestyle. Like it was in my head. Like that was a lifestyle.
It was an option.
Right. Exactly. And it was okay.
Right.
Like, and it's widely, not necessarily widely accepted, but it wasn't so off-putting to be in that.
And girl, and looking at you now, it made you throw it back because that body, you got body.
I tell them all the time.
You got body.
Can I just say that I love y'all. Y'all are beautiful. This panel was beautiful.
We all are.
But we got to get into these men questions.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they got something to say.
All right.
Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for that?
They might grow up being pimped. I was never pimped. I wanted to be the pimp.
Coming out hard.
But yeah. It is.
Unfortunately,
What's the question?
the men got something to say.
I want to say, lovely panel. I like what y'all doing, man. Y'all big ups to Women's Wednesday.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna bring my conglomerates.
That's some glamour.
You got one question. You can't have two. You can't have three. I'm just saying. Okay. Bring it down. Bring it down, Chris. Bring it down.
We'll be having enough time to get through all the questions anyway.
David looked at me like, hey, he like she on that
I
mess.
thought he was ready. Because women winning like that. I thought he was
He
ready.
gotta go get his back up.
Get your people.
He
Love
gotta
you.
bring his pot. He gotta
All right,
bring his
Hey,
pot
Chris out of here. I love you, Chris.
out.
Good night, Chris. Everybody tell
Good
me
night,
good night.
Chris. Good night.
Chris, don't go nowhere
Damn
yet.
hush. Damn hush. Damn hush.
Don't go nowhere yet. I got some for you, Chris. Don't go nowhere yet. You ain't got to do that. He's talking about warm it up,
Warm
Chris.
it up, Chris.
Warm it up, Chris. Warm it up, Chris. Warm it up, Chris. Hey. Wait a minute. That's Sam. Hold on.
Sam, he be putting you on the chopping block. Full disclaimer, no cuss words, no motherfucking this,
No motherfucker. Yeah.
Y'all don't want him to ask the question then. That's a part of his verbiage.
No, he can't do that.
Oh my God.
And he did
Yo, we got to let this go. I'm just playing. Sam can cuss all he wants.
Yeah.
Come on,
So
Sam.
no. He cold. Can I say behind the scenes we was cracking up when he was like, motherfuckers always say that. This and that, boy. We was in here cracking up. But can I say, this my bro. This my bro. I love me some Sam. But Sam just need to know that his wife is next to me and she my twin, but I'm still gonna go ham. Twin, I'm going in. Oh, I got bars. I promise you I got bars.
I'm going in.
Twin, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. Come on with the question. Look, she's cool. She's shaking her head like.
You did not tap that.
Okay, come on. Okay, let's go.
Focus.
Okay, focus, y'all. Come on, Sam.
Become submissive, please.
Oh. Let's sit up in the still. Let's be submissive. Let's just be
Shut the fuck up and be submissive.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, sir.
Excuse.
Is this how submissive?
That's not how we talk to each other.
Oh, okay. Is this submissive? Hi, sir.
Remember how they did it back in the day?
the brown liquor
Look,
in the
Are they even gonna ask
How
the
they
question?
did? How you be submissive back in the day?
You gonna let them ask the question?
Well, I'm gonna show y'all how they was submissive back in the day. They had a fan and they tapped each other with it. That's how you submissive back in the day, and that's how you dial it back.
Now you can't. Okay, go ahead, man.
See, y'all ain't taking the opportunity.
Okay, now I'm not trying to jump because it's 5 of y'all. Like, you know, they got my back. I'm up front. Nigga.
I said he be putting you on the chopping block.
So come on now. Bear with a nigga when I get my shit straight before I open my mouth.
Okay.
All right. So we was talking about emotional understanding. As men, we're not adept. We don't have the same scale as women. Say, for instance, I'll give you an example. A woman might be 0 to 100 with a scale with increments of 1, maybe 2, depending on the woman.
I don't know none of that.
But she
I
has
didn't-
an infinite
I didn't
amount
pass
of,
algebra.
But she has an infinite amount of levels of emotional levels that she's adept with from dealing with other women and females through the course of her life, and she's built up understanding of these difference of emotions. As men, we might only have 5, 10 out of 100. I might only get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 20, 40, 60.
Can you shorten the question up? Because I don't get nothing you
Because
said.
it's 5 of y'all.
Knock over the camera.
I'm sorry.
Y'all gonna have to shorten that up.
So what I'm saying is, how do you meet your man emotionally when he's doesn't have the emotional levels that you have to be able? Is it always his responsibility to try to find out what 17 look like, or are you willing to come to 20 and meet him where he at so you can find some level of understanding and then you can go from there? But how do you expect a man to be able to?
So first of all,
Can
I ask a question?
Oh, okay, because
When
a
you
long
go,
answer.
I wanted to sum it
say.
up for him.
are you saying
No. I just want to ask you a question. I'm not going to answer your question. When you go to work and they be like, we need you to do this, 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 and this. And you say, well, I'm only capable of doing this. So can we bring the job down to my level where I can understand what I can do? If you can't get to my emotional level, then you need to get more emotionally intelligent.
Who phone
and
on?
up
It's echoing.
your level. Like, why do I have to bring my emotional intelligence down to meet you?
What about if it's elevated? Because the difference is like, as men and women, we have to admit that we're different.
Yeah.
We're not built from
I
the
agree.
womb to be emotionally adept as you guys. We learn it through the course of our
I
lives.
agree.
But it's still about knowing your audience. Like if you my mate and I love you and you love me, and if I'm on 10, you know I'm not trying to be on 10 with you. It might just be some shit that I'm going through that made me on 10.
But what if
so
you're
then
on
if you
17
stop
and
me,
I'm at 20?
but then if you stop me and you tell me, like, babe, I need for you like to bring it down because we all know how to talk to each other. If we together, if we together and we know each other's triggers, we know how to talk to each other.
Right.
We know how to bring each other's backs.
Right.
So if this is relationship wise, then we should be able to already have to understand because you can be on the same thing. We're not logical, but we have to be logical when you want to be logical. Like, oh, this don't make sense. I can't do this. I can't do this.
We're never.
I don't know the question.
We're never gonna be on the same emotional level as a man coming in the gate.
I'm like,
They are no match for us when it comes to emotions.
That's true.
It's only if a man is willing to put in the work. Like you always say you gotta do shadow work. If you're willing to put in the work to get your emotional intelligence up, you know what I'm saying? I can't make you do it. I can't show you how to do it because I'm not a man. I don't know what it looks like to make a man emotionally intelligent because how I, as a woman, understand things might not be how you understand them. So how can I show you how to be emotional? How to be emotional like a woman?
No, but if you get 1 through 100 and you know what 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are. But you want to be at 17 and you know I ain't got 17.
I don't get that. I don't get that.
There's so many different levels of emotional
I don't get
availability
that.
where since you are so adept at being all these different levels, why is it always a man's obligation to try to meet a woman where she at? When does she ever try to meet?
Why is it always a woman's obligation to always conform to the man?
No one's saying this.
But no, at the end of the day though, when men don't get their way and women have to conform because we always conforming. Why do we have to be? And that's when it comes back to being submissive or passive because you can't meet me where I'm at. So to appease the conversation, I got to bring myself down because I ain't trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to go to bed or I'm angry. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you. I'm not trying to emasculate you. So what I'm going to do as a woman, I'm going to bring my emotions down. I'm going to say I apologize and we're going to kumbaya. So why is that an issue?
We're not
so
gonna.
why is that an issue?
We're not gonna do none of that.
Right, but that's the same thing. That's what they want. But that's the thing, though. But that's what happens.
No,
9 times out of 10, that's what happens, though.
But we not. But that's not healthy. So what I feel that would be what I feel would be a thing is that if you're not emotionally available for me or you're not able to meet me where I am, what has to happen is I have to communicate with you and tell you, look, I'm on 40 and you on 5. We not there. I'm feeling like this. If you can't understand that, I'm gonna give you some things that's going on with me right now to help you understand, and you need to take that food and you need to process that and figure out how you gonna come back and approach me.
And I respect that because for me, I know and I respect.
Wait a minute, can I say this? It go back to communication. Because at the end of the day, listen, I'm gonna tell you why that's why I was doing the lock the key, because you said communication is key. I was locking the key because I still didn't understand the question. So I'm locking my shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, we got 2 questions.
I don't know.
2 and 1
I didn't get the question. Okay. With the levels and I didn't.
What's a woman's definition of
hiding her hand?
Hiding her hand.
Huh?
What?
Her hand or
hiding her hand?
The business?
Yeah, to her man though.
Hiding the business to her man. And then
okay. When do you stop hiding your hand?
I don't know what that means. Hiding your hand.
Hiding the business.
Hey, the men questions. Hey, yeah. We about to get off of here because
get to the point to tell
the
your
men
man
questions ain't
all the business. Like, for example, you get with a man. Y'all living together. You might got 2 banking accounts over here that he don't know about.
Nigga, he gonna know about it.
I'm giving y'all.
I'm bank accounts. I mean, I'm open book, so I don't hide my hand. What you see is what you
so
get.
It depends on the woman,
right? Because why I'm hiding
it depends on the woman.
Why I'm
hiding
anything?
Ain't gonna share all their information.
Who?
Some women, because you said you an open book. Some women don't. It's a trust factor. It's about.
They gonna tell everything that's going on.
But what do that mean with hiding the hand? Because
I just told you, babe.
I'm gonna tell everything.
Telling your business.
Shit.
And I gave you an example.
Oh, my bad. Wait a minute. My cousin, hold on. We can't talk. My cousin came in on me. She said, I told you what I thought. Go ahead. She came at me like, I told you. Go ahead, cuz.
I ain't got no hand.
Go ahead, cuz.
I'm done with her.
Basically, when he's saying hide the hand, it's your business. And it's all about and
your money.
It ain't even just about your money. I was just using
I think it got a lot to do with the money.
Nah,
I was using that for an example. It could be a lot of things.
It could be Ricardo that fix your car down the street.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? Don't charge you nothing because he like you. And you just let him fix your car. Okay. It could be them little parts that
Can I say this? If you gotta let another man get your tire fixed,
but
then let me talk, goddammit. Quit playing with me, right? Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Can I say this? Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Right?
Go ahead, go talk.
So at the end of the day, the significant other should have handle on that, right? Mm-hmm. But if you know somebody that could do it, okay, right? Because he gonna pay that person or whatever the situation. At the end of the day, it should not be a situation where she's hiding anything, because if she's hiding, that means there's something else to it, right? And that go vice versa. If he's hiding certain shit going on,
it don't
have.
This is my opinion. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm saying it don't have to be that something going on.
But at what point?
It can be if you don't. If you're hiding your hand. This is what they asked me. Hold on.
When you walk in a relationship, you telling them
hold
everything?
the fuck on. They didn't say that. We didn't say that.
That's what you said. At what point do you stop hiding?
When you first go in a relationship or when you in a relationship?
He asked you when do you stop hiding? When you first go in, when you in a relationship? How long have you been in a relationship before you start?
Okay, well, go ahead.
For me personally, I ain't had my hand. Like I said,
but you go in. Because I don't know what the fuck.
Hell yeah, nigga,
I'm not having my hand for nothing.
Nigga, I got kids, I got best friends, I have a job, I have a lot. I'm going all in. So if you rock with me,
I don't know what that means.
These things is going on right now. And we're gonna work it out. And I ain't got nothing to hide.
How about I ain't telling no motherfucker body nothing?
What about that's what I'm telling you. I ain't telling you shit. I don't give a fuck.
How the fuck? Can I say this? How the fuck? Can I say this? Excuse my language. How the fuck you know I'm holding my hand? If you don't know, what the fuck you talking about?
Nigga, I done been letting it go. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I know. That's how you pull it up. I already told y'all.
I don't know when you're supposed to stop. I have no fucking idea. Shit.
This is my thing. This is what obviously this is what men think. They want to know how she don't know.
So next week's topic: when do you stop hiding your hand?
She hold her hand. She hold her hand.
They don't know what the right hand doing.
Right. So
they know what the left hand.
So can I say this?
I got an answer.
No, hold on. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Bring it back.
We stop hiding our hand when y'all stop hiding yours because it's
fighting. And
And
Jake
no,
Paul
and
fighting.
no dark liquor.
Wait a minute.
Wine. What that orchard?
Hold on. Let me finish because y'all trying to
I
play me
did
cock.
my 30 days sober. I can drink after this.
Y'all trying to play me cock though. Hold on. High five. High five. How about y'all playing me cock right now?
Oh,
Viewer discretion.
that
But
whole
can I say?
have no more dark
Can,
liquor.
can I say
no
this?
more
No
dark
more
liquor.
dark liquor.
Can I say this?
Banned.
Can I say this? At the
Yes.
end of the day, we're gonna do boundaries part 3.
You love
On
that
Talk
subject.
About It Fridays. We're gonna play Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight with all my panel, the Men Mondays private. He said celebrity death match. We was going in.
Oh, he said the real
Listen. We gonna need them to rewind that question because when I tell you it's like so many syllables and nouns and I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. But okay, we gonna talk about it again. But at the end of the day, I love y'all.
We love you.
One
We love each
show.
other.
Wonderful show.
Absolutely.
Shout out my $2 Tuesdays. Let's go.
Hey, yes.
Yes.
Margaritas every Tuesday at Elmore Street
With $2
Cafe.
tacos.
And it is good.
That shit
She
good.
came down, she had a jerk sandwich.
Yes.
Yes.
Check the
Flavor me
testimonials.
some.
Yes.
Check the testimonials. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, we starting to get people on camera because they got to know. Like it's,
Right.
these tacos is real sexy.
Yes, they are.
They're real sexy.
Yeah.
And it's
Real
quesadillas, baby.
Good.
It's
Good.
salmon.
Thank you so
Every
much.
sexy
Chicken,
taco.
mushroom
Lord,
tacos,
it was
mushrooms,
good. I gotta come
salmon.
down and check it
We
out.
got beef. We got turkey, girl.
I'm
Everybody.
glad that-
Those for the
Everybody.
commoners. The commoners. No, sorry.
What Tuesdays at what time?
Tuesdays, doors open at 5. Food starts at 6 till midnight.
I'm gonna say this because I'm tired of them keep saying what the fuck I'm doing. Y'all don't need to know my business. But they keep saying that. But at the end of the day, keep it moving.
Oh, and shout out to Donita for keeping the baby so I can come do this podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She watching. I showed her how to she be watching the podcast.
You know,
right? She be watching the podcast.
You hear
on
that?
her phone.
That's not shit.
And
Shadow work.
And so, like, what I showed her how to do is to put it on the TV, so now she can watch the podcast on the TV
Oh,
at
shoot
home.
now.
So her and the baby is at home watching.
Yes,
watching us on TV.
yes.
Shout out to
Watching
mine.
you cut
Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out. What's her name?
Donita.
Shout out to Donita. We love you.
Yes.
Yes,
She be
yes.
thinking, I'm so excited tomorrow.
So we about to get off of here, y'all. Tune in on Sunday, King David and all that hot shit. Hot shit. Men Mondays for sure, and Women Wednesdays is amazing. I love y'all.
We love you.
And let's talk about it Fridays. Let's go.
And Sunday.
Let's go. That's where it started. Hey, when I say let's go, that's the shit right there. And shout out to Chris. I love you, Chris. You was missing. I took you off the thing. Like, he in here. I'm gonna take him off. Shout out to Chris Worldwide. Shout out to Worldwide Collaboration. I love you. We family. Let's keep it going, man. Everybody need to get involved with Worldwide because it's a worldwide family. Let's just say that. And I told y'all about Worldwide because he said, yeah, I trust me. Hey, what if the fuck do that say, Chris? Because I don't know what the fuck it's saying.
Damn hot.
Then I don't like how that sound. You gotta fix that, baby. You gotta fix it. I don't like how that sound. Cause
Then hush, then hush, then hush.
I still don't like it. Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, Chris. Damn, man.
Foreign.
Yeah, no, I don't want no foreign nothing. We good. Oh my goodness. He in New York. He be on here with us. Shout out to Chris on Worldwide. We are a family. That's why I be telling y'all get in on the meetings and do what y'all do. Let's
Tune into New Music Sundays on Day to Day Podcast with King David and All Dead Hosh on the ones and twos. Every Sunday from 3 to 4, exclusively on Busy One Radio Network. Download the Busy One Radio app, available on all platforms.
hey. Yeah, this is my boo right here. Hey, she my boo.
We ain't finished yet.
Yeah, this is what the shit right here. So we love y'all. Man, I'm doing it. I ain't out here yet, y'all. This is my husband. Let's go.
Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a mannequin. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Chances, I'm picking up 200 by the hand. He bringing through all of them bad and blues. K, I'm amused, make it flood right by your shoes. Better bring a broom. Use the blender, microwave, the dishwasher, blew a fuse. From the western to the Hamptons, boy, I'm striking out the room. 2 freak bitches in here getting loose, don't know which one to choose. You ain't trying to take no chances, fuck wrong with you, you cool? Work touchdown, I know magic, abracadabra, nigga poop. Now me and G up at the bin store debating on some cool. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a mannequin. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Chances, I'm picking up 200 by the hand.
I better put myself, cause I know it's me. Took a chance on the bank and I bet the leaf. Talking live, they ain't seeing my constituents. I be riding with the homicidal tendencies. And I get it cracking like chap lips and ass cheeks. With that heat, long reach, catch your ass across the street. 100 large in the back of the sedan. Got me still taking chances, trying to get advanced, man.
I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a mannequin. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Chances, I'm picking up 200 by the hand.
Fuck them other candidates, the dead ones relevant. Got so much motion, they watching for embezzlement. Blood diamonds, pinky ring dancing, crip money falling out the sky, it's raining chances. Cut niggas off cause the scale was more reliable. If the shoe fit, then I guess it's applicable. Mind your business later before I turn you to a side hole. Gangsters moving silence and that's the way the dice roll.
Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Ballin' like Steve Francis, snatching off a mannequin. Chances, I'm taking chances, I'm taking chances. Heard what they say, them chances turn to a champion. Chances, I'm taking chances, taking chances. Chances, I'm picking up 200 by the hand.
Let's get that cash and hit that dash, bro. She colder than Alaska. I just met her in Nevada, piss him off and fuck they bladder. Get this money.